Flexible for us is the future. We're very strong believers. It's our DNA. The pandemic came in and sort of turbocharged what we're doing.
We have discovered that there is a magical sauce, which is the dark stores, which is basically bringing in very interesting experience of fast delivery of your daily goods.
We offer a solution, a diabetes management solution, and the prevalence of diabetes here and in the region is very high.
This is Tech Waves.
I'm Laureline.
And I'm Steve.
From Dubai World Trade Center. Bringing you your ultimate tech playlist powered by GITEX from our WeWork studio.
It has been a key topic in corporate real estate over the past 10 years. Co-working and flexible workspaces became popular with businesses around the world.
From London to New York to Paris to Dubai, there were new co-working hubs appearing everywhere. And then COVID happened.
Workforces around the globe were suddenly forced to work from home, and people questioned whether the bubble had burst. Many experts say no. Now, workers are beginning to return to the office all over the world, and the flexible workspaces are becoming even more popular. Our behaviours have changed, and the way people want to work has evolved. Flexible workspaces are a key solution for businesses today and tomorrow.
And today we have the chance to welcome the General Manager of the Middle East at WeWork, Riad Thoumas. Originally from Lebanon, but new residing in Dubai, Riad joined WeWork in July 2019 with the task to launch WeWork in the Middle East. Prior to this, Riad spent 9 years working in the Gulf region, with his final role as a GCC director for a pharmaceutical company. He has a very high tolerance for travel and caffeine as a result to work to WeWork. So let's kick off the conversation now. Hi Riad.
Hi Laureline, how
are you?
Very, very good.
Tell us, what is WeWork, and now that WeWork is settled in the UAE, what is the plan also for WeWork in the UAE?
Look, I joined WeWork in 2019 to launch WeWork in the region, starting with the UAE. And WeWork is a company which was launched in 2010 in New York City. And the philosophy behind is quite simple, bringing people and companies together in a community or an environment to do their best work and to do what they love. So it's a very simple philosophy, but very tough and hard to achieve.
I can imagine.
And since then, the company went global, and we're now #1 global workspace provider. Coming back to the UAE, we've launched this specific building, this amazing building we're sitting in, last year. It's in the central business of this district of Dubai. You couldn't be more in the center of Dubai, right? It was really important for us to be in a premium location. And the other one is in Abu Dhabi global market. So we've got so far 2 operations, and I can tell you both of them are sitting at a very high occupancy rate. So we've proven concept. People are looking more and more into workspace solutions, flexible workspace solutions. And we've got a healthy business, couldn't be happier.
What is your point of view when we are saying that WeWork is shaping the future of work, is changing this industry, and especially after now, 1 year and a half of pandemic, we can see that the customer behaviors also have really changed, and also
shifted,
some big corporate company also.
Exactly. So first of all, let me tell you, I have the privilege of managing WeWork for the region, because that's a company who really believes in reshaping the future. Now, when we say reshape the future, we started that disruptive model a decade ago in New York. We wanted to build global communities and offer the maximum flexibility to our members. So flexible for us is the future. We're very strong believers. It's our DNA. And the pandemic came in and sort of turbocharged what we're doing. And within a year, we've seen that people mindset has shifted, whereas it could have taken a decade more, right? Not only freelancers, startups, small businesses, but we're seeing large corporates rethinking their real estate strategy. They want more flexibility. They want to be more agile. They want to offer their employees that optionality and convenience. So it boomed, to be honest. Pandemic accelerated that trend. We started a decade ago. And it did not stop here. So we as a company, WeWork is a space as a service. We kept on innovating. And we'll have the chance to talk about the new products.
What is the next step, you know, to develop the business for WeWork? Do you have something to share with us, or is there some plan? Expo is coming, so
more brand awareness, that's for sure, because relatively it's still a new model for the region. What I can tell you now is that both operations are in a healthy position. We want to ramp up. We're almost running out of inventory in this building, which is amazing. But I would say the main focus is still member experience.
Okay.
Now, a huge effort and time is being put on how do we develop partnerships.
Okay.
You as a member, when you're coming in and when we're onboarding you, I want to offer you this multitude of services. It could go from food to transportation, to HR, recruitment services, tax, payroll, you name it. So we're looking into different partners to offer our members a 360-degree package at preferential rates. And we're trying to upgrade our space so it becomes even more fun than it is, and to make sure our members, because you spend 8 to 10 hours at work.
Of course.
It needs to be a nice place to be.
Yeah.
So whatever we can think of, now we just installed our Wi-Fi routers on the terraces. People can work from there. We're looking into installing projectors we're thinking of movie nights, Champions Leagues match.
Wow.
Different 100 ideas.
Yeah.
We're just looking at the best ones to implement.
Yeah. Wow. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Riad.
Thank you. So, Samer, a very big welcome to our talk today. It's happening in WeWork, and I wanted to make sure that we give the opportunity to our members to talk about what they're doing, how they started. So again, welcome, and please tell us how Nana started.
Yep.
At what stage you are, what are your plans for the future?
Sure. So first, my name is Samer El Sahn. I am the CPO and CTO of Nana. Nana is an online grocery, one of the leading in Saudi Arabia. So we started almost 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
And across these years, we have been owning the market and becoming one of the leaders. So first in mind in Saudi Arabia, when you talk about grocery, it comes Nana.
Yep.
With the heavy competition of Delivery Hero, we're still standing our ground. And we have discovered that there is a magical sauce, which is the dark stores, which is basically bringing in the very interesting experience of fast delivery of your daily goods. And once we started the dark stores in Saudi Arabia, it became like growing crazy month after month, and strengthening our proposition in Saudi Arabia. This is where we decided that we need to go regional. We're now having a roadmap for the whole region, even to Pakistan, Africa, and we're starting with Egypt. We're considering UAE as well, and eventually we would like to be the online ecosystem in this region.
Cool. When did you move to the UAE?
So I think 1 year ago, the main purpose of UAE was to start to become a talent acquisition platform, especially for engineering, product, tech. We're a very tech-led organization, although we're more operational, but we're a tech-led organization. And it became very clear for us, if we want to get the best of the talents around the world, it's easy to bring them here. It's learning from the Careem experience. So this is how we built the Careem ecosystem technical. So let's take it and do it in Nana as well.
Great. Good to hear. Look, I also wanted to know, get your opinion on why you chose WeWork. Why do you think WeWork is the right place to be? What do we bring to the table in terms of added value? And I would always like to hear the feedback of our members. That's the most important feedback we get to upgrade our value prop also, because we're always innovating.
Yep.
So please.
So there are things that are tangible. Like when we thought about it, logically, it made sense. It was very easy setup. We just kick-started in no time. We had a working office that is scaling as we scale. So we started with 6 seats. Now we're getting 3. We got another 3. We're looking for 4. And then how do we get to 10? So even scaling our team, once the team is scaling, is very easy. This is becoming very convenient. Yeah. And at the same time, having a very interesting and very exciting, innovative working space is something that made us thrive. But there is something else that you cannot really translate. Like once we started working from WeWork, it becomes like energy coming in. You cannot explain it. Like there's something happening and you cannot explain it. When we go out like in the dining area and you start bumping into other startups, when you go and try to find a place to meet somebody from outside and you introduce him into the WeWork and the fancy and everything happening and the wow, like this thing of energy, you can't really explain it. And I think this is what's keeping us more into, like it was a very logical decision in the beginning, but once we got in, we just got hooked and you can't just explain it. It's
great.
An interesting
I think that's you described it perfectly well. This is something not tangible. Also, whenever we're asked like, what's the secret sauce? I think it's the community and the community team behind it. What I can promise you is making sure that you're always happy coming into your office, and we're always looking into ways how to upgrade and even make it more fun than it is. I know that most of us spend 8 to 10 hours at the office, so it has to be a nice place. So thanks again for giving us your time, and more and more success in the future, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
So Kristian, a big welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you.
We thought for this podcast to hear a bit about Brighter, what you guys do, how you started, why you chose Dubai, and then I would love to get your opinion on why WeWork. Is it the flexibility? Is it the community? What's the added value we bring to the table? So let's start by Brighter.
Yes, very good. My pleasure. Well, Brighter is a Swedish medtech company, publicly listed on the Stockholm Stock Exchange. And we are a semi-old startup company in the scale-up phase right now. Because of the nature of our products, we have been undergoing a very long period of getting a C certification in EU, in the European Union. Yep. Took us 4 years. The situations, things happen along the way. We are based in Sweden. We met a very interesting partner here in the UAE that led to us establishing a joint venture here. Okay. And why it is especially interesting for the UAE and this region is because we are into diabetes. Okay. We offer a solution, a diabetes management solution, and the prevalence of diabetes here and in the region is very high. Yep. So that is, in a nutshell, the reason for why we are present here.
And you mentioned you're scaling up now. You're at the stage where you're scaling up.
Exactly. So we have an office for the GCC and the Middle East here in Dubai. Okay. This office has been, we entered almost 2 years ago. Okay. We have a similar situation for Southeast Asia. And from Stockholm, we're also leading some other market entries, but outside these regions. So that's the scale-up phase from being a totally product development focused company to actually entering the commercial stage as we speak, basically.
Interesting. Thank you for that. I would love to know why we work. Was it the accessibility to this market in Dubai? Was it the community? We always get the best feedback from our members. Mm-hmm. And they're always challenging us and giving us new ideas to upgrade our value proposition. So please.
This is a good question. And to be honest with you, I think about it quite often. How come I never thought of this before? You know, how come I never looked into WeWork before? I think it is an excellent solution, coming from having our own offices and dealing with whatever, all the different parts and components of running your own office, to being part of this family here, the WeWork. It's super easy. I mean, for us it is so. It's a no-brainer. We agree, we pay, we come in, and we just bring our computers, basically.
Yeah, it's a turnkey office.
And I think that with the infrastructures that you have, with everything from the lounges, from the conference rooms, from the pods, from it's a no-brainer for me.
Thank you so much for that, Kristian. Again, a very big thank you for being here. And we wish you all the success and the expansion you're planning for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A pleasure.
Hi, everyone. It's Jarko from TechWaves, and we're about to go to WeWork. We are currently located at Dubai One Central, yeah? So we're going to see WeWork, see how our offices look like, see what they have on offer. Let's go. Hi. I have a. Can I come in? Are you okay? Yeah. How do you like working at WeWork? I mean, it looks pretty cool. You know, when I was walking by, I saw some coffees in there. So are they like free, or you pay for it, or?
I mean, that's probably my favorite thing. It's the highlight of my day every day when I come in, and that's probably where I make most of my friends.
Oh,
definitely,
cool.
It's good. It's good for networking.
And how is it for work? I mean, now you're by yourself. You guys are a team, and how does it like? Do you have like here meetings, or you have, where do you see your clients? Do they come here, or? In
terms of clients, the great thing is that you do have a dedicated space outside, which we call the living room or the common area. So it's nice that we get to catch up with clients there, or if you want to have any of your, any type of meeting, team meeting, we have it there.
So it's very cool. I noticed a lot of startups here, right? So do you speak to them, to the others, or do you have any other fintech startups in here? Do you know? Or?
I think that's the best thing about being as a part of being a startup in such a, I guess, shared space with other sort of businesses, is that you get to meet so many different companies that are going through the same struggles. It's great for networking.
Cool.
I've met so many, I guess, candidates just at the coffee bar. For myself, I'm the HR director here at Nimcard, so just meeting different people and just being able to connect with other individuals that are going through the same struggles.